Hey everyone, today I have some very interesting Batman vs. Superman news. Now, this is because of a huge casting announcement by DC, Warner Brothers, Zack Snyder and company have decided that Jesse Eisenberg is going to be the new Lex Luthor in this movie, as well as Jeremy Irons, who is going to be playing Bruce Wayne's butler, Alfred. I really have to say that, first of all, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. What? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious right now? Okay, I know that this news came as a huge shock to a lot of people, and it is because, for one, I obviously, at first, my reaction was, I don't think he looks the part. I think he looks way too young to play this role that is sort of intended for an older Lex Luthor that was portrayed in a lot of the previous movies. Unless you're thinking back to Smallville, where Michael Rosenbaum played Lex Luthor, and actually, he did a pretty good job. And if the filmmakers are planning on going in that sort of direction and having a new take on this character, and I guess that would be a good reason for Jesse Eisenberg to come in. He is most well known for being in The Social Network, which I actually found to be a pretty cool movie, and I really liked his character in that movie. There's no reason why he, wouldn't do a good job. The filmmakers would know if they were truly making a terrible decision. He had to have screen tested and done all that sort of stuff. And, I don't think that this is a huge mistake on their end. I think it's a very inspired choice. As far as the casting goes, I was definitely not expecting it. I had, picked other actors to play Lex Luthor. I was always saying, oh, it should be Bryan Cranston, it should be Mark Strong, it should be Michael C. Hall, and obviously nobody was expecting this to happen. I was just completely, thrown, off guard by this, and I literally just could not believe it, because I feel like I just can't see him as the character physically. I feel like Lex Luthor should be more of a bigger sort of type of character. Obviously, Jesse Eisenberg is going to have to do something about that hair, because he's bald. Not in every... he's most well known for being bald, or with a shaved head, but I personally think it would be, the best way to do that, and if they're not going to do that, they should incorporate that later on in the movie. I don't know, I just feel like there's more scrutiny against his character, as Jesse Eisenberg being Lex Luthor, than the other news that Jeremy Irons is going to be Alfred. Now, I think that was the best choice that they actually made. It was actually one of my top contenders. I couldn't really see anybody else fitting into this role, especially after Michael Caine gave his awesome, very best performance in the Dark Knight trilogy. And I felt like, okay, who else is left that would actually, look good in the role, actually do the role justice now? There's really nothing much to it. It's another really iconic role, but Lex Luthor, I feel like, is more obviously important, because they were hinting at him coming in to the next movie from the first Man of Steel movie, so I am definitely excited to see him, regardless. So it'll be really interesting to see how he's going to be portrayed. And I feel like, as far as the casting choices altogether in this movie go, I feel like that the filmmakers have been really picking such different choices, people that you wouldn't at first expect to see. Now, this is the same thing that happened when Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Iron Man, when Heath Ledger was cast as the Joker, and look where that got you. I feel like nobody should really say anything too negative about these choices until the movie actually comes out, because as soon as I see the first image or a first trailer or whatever, that is when I'm going to be reserving judgment. Truly, this better be pretty good, because I'm planning on seeing this movie, and regardless of it's being pushed back to 2016, 2015, doesn't matter. I'm gonna see this movie no matter what. Woo! Oh man. I had such an interesting day, just like going off in my head, just thinking what is gonna happen with this movie. I'm not worried about it. I'm actually really happy about the direction it's going. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this pretty unusual casting choice. Do you think that they would make, they would do their characters justice? Or if you don't like these choices, who would you have picked for both Lex Luthor and Alfred? Personally, I actually like the choice for Alfred. Don't get me wrong. Let me know. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.